Well, happy Sunday, everybody, and welcome to Quick Bite History Live, where we do our very best to have a little fun with history. We are very happy to be here this evening at our new time with almost restored power. We'll talk a little bit about that later. Here in the upstate of South Carolina. You can catch us live each Wednesday and sometimes on Sundays at 7:30 Eastern and 4:30 Pacific time. Tonight, we actually have 3 different shows in one. First, we will roll out our speed painting robots for the Legend of the Frontier, the Westward Ho Heroes. Next, we present Trailblazers of North America. Can you name the explorers? And if the audience is still around and willing, we plan on a surprise bonus round to close out the evening tonight. So settle in for some serious fun with history. Now, anyway, I said that our power is almost restored. We're still coming to you via Starlink and EcoFlow battery tonight. But I'd say within an hour, we may have power again. We've got half a dozen linemen out there working on our damaged run to our street. And with any luck, by the time I'm done, we'll actually have real power, although we'll still be running on battery. Now, please do check in the chat. Say hello. Feel free to comment. If I see a question coming in, I'll do my best to address it as we go. I see Arena's here. Hopefully somebody else is in the room, and you should say hi. 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 Anyway, if we're ready to go, I'll fire up the robots and we'll get our first round going. Hey there. Hey, thanks for saying hi, Maddo. How's it going tonight? Let's fire up that first round, huh? Here we go now. Most of you know the rules. Robots paint, you guess. We start off a little easy and we get harder over time. So again, the first category is Legends of the Frontier, Westward Heroes. So we're looking for people involved in the development of the United States, the Westward Movement, Manifest Destiny. This first one drafted one of the most important documents in U.S. history. He made a historic land purchase from France and doubled the size of the U.S. Who knows who this is? It's a pretty iconic face. Founding father and all. He was a strong advocate for agriculture and rural America. His face appears on U.S. currency. He was the 3rd president of the United States. Who knows who this is? He's got blue eyes, doesn't he? At least the robots think so. Well, the first one's pretty easy. This is indeed Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson's Louisiana Purchase in 1803 doubled the size of the United States, allowing for westward expansion and the spread of democracy across the continent. So there you go, Thomas Jefferson, our first Westward hero. Now you know how it's done. So next up, this gentleman was an officer in the U.S. Army. He embarked on a famous expedition to explore the West. That's a key clue. He worked closely with Native American guides during his journey. Anybody know? His co-leader shared his first name. He was part of the famous Lewis and Clark expedition. Who is this? Anybody know? No, it's not Grant. This is Maryweather Lewis, part of the Lewis and Clark expedition, which provided critical geographic ecological, and diplomatic information about the Louisiana Territory, paving the way for the western migration. Maryweather Lewis. Yes, indeed. An important hero in Manifest Destiny. Next up, related. He was an officer in the U.S. military. He co-led the exploration of the western U.S. alongside his close friend. You should be able to get this one. His partner in exploration was Maryweather Lewis. So this is the other guy. I think you get his last name, Lewis, and he played a role in documenting Native American cultures. He was one of the half of the Lewis and Clark expedition. There you go. Not the greatest spelling in the world, but you got it. Yes, indeed. This is William Clark. William Clark's maps and journals from Lewis and Clark expedition were critical in guiding future settlers and explorers through the western frontier. All right, the next one is also related to the Lewis and Clark expedition. There he is, William Clark, a military man. Next up, she was born into the Shoshone tribe. She played a key role in a famous U.S. expedition. She was a translator and a guide. Who remembers who this is? What's her name? She carried her child on the journey. She helped Lewis and Clark on their expedition. Who was this? Shoshone tribe. Anybody remember the name? It's a cool name. It's fun to say. Saka Joia. Saka Joia, or if I'm saying that properly. Saka Joia's knowledge of the terrain and her ability to communicate with the Native American tribes were essential to the success of the Lewis and Clark expedition. This made her an iconic figure in American history. Saka Joia. 1788 to 1812. Next up, heroes of the Manifest Destiny. He was a dark horse candidate for president. A dark horse. His presidency saw the expansion of the U.S. into the Southwest. Remember some of those U.S. presidents along this time frame. He presided during the Mexican-American War. He was born in 1795 and passed away in 1849. He added California, New Mexico, and Oregon to U.S. territory. He was indeed the 11th president of the United States. Who knows? Who knows the 11th president of the United States? Quick, Google it. Google it. ChatGPT it. Ask your buddy in your pocket. 11th president of the United States was indeed James K. Polk. Polk expanded the U.S. significantly through the annexation of Texas and Mexican-American War, fulfilling the vision of Manifest Destiny by acquiring California and the Southwest. All right, next up, speaking of Manifest Destiny, this gentleman was a newspaper editor. He He was a strong advocate for the annexation of Texas. He believed in the divine right of the U.S. to expand. The divine right. He coined a famous term that justified the westward expansion. Yes, indeed, this is the guy. He coined the phrase manifest destiny. This is the guy. Anybody remember who the guy is? Newspaper editor. Anybody? Going once? Going twice. Sold to John L. O. Sullivan. John L. O. Sullivan's concept of manifest destiny shaped public opinion and policy, promoting the idea that the United States was destined to expand across the continent. There he is. Robots have nailed him. John L. O. Sullivan. Learn something every day on Quick Bite History Live. Jed's got Saka Joia. I think he's got a slow internet. Anyway, next up. He served as the president of an independent republic. He was a key leader during the Texas's fight for independence. He defeated a Mexican general at the Battle of San Jacinto. Who is this? Nice hat. Right? Am I right? He served as governor of 2 U.S. states. And he was the first president of the Republic of Texas. Who knows who this is? We are doing Heroes of the Westward Expansion of the United States. Manifest Destiny. This is, going once, a big city in Texas. Going twice, a really big city in Texas. Sold to Mr. Sam Houston. Sam Houston played a crucial role in securing Texas's independence from Mexico and later served as its president and a senator after its annexation by the United States. Next up, another famous Texan. He was a frontiersman and a soldier. He served as a U.S. congressman from Tennessee. I guess he wasn't actually a Texan, but he helped Texas. He was known for his marksmanship and hunting skills. And he did die defending a famous fort in Texas. Who remembers who this is? Not Zach. He fought and did die at the Alamo. Who is this? Who died at the Alamo? Isn't that the name of the new hurricane? Milford or something like that? Milton? It's the new hurricane. This is Davy Crockett. Davy Crockett's legendary exploits as a frontiersman and his heroic death at the Alamo made him a folk hero of the American frontier and a symbol of the fight for Texas independence. Davy Crockett. There he is. Next up, Heroes of the Western Expansion. He is known as the father of Texas. Anybody know who the father of Texas is? He led American settlers into the Mexican-controlled territory. He helped negotiate peace with Mexican authorities. He's a peacemaker from Texas. He was arrested for encouraging Texan independence. Uh-oh. He founded the first American colony in Texas. So interesting. So he was a big Texas advocate, but from the American side, the American countryside. Didn't want them to be their own country, wanted them to come into the fold. Nope, but save that answer. Save that answer. This is not that guy, but save that answer. This is actually Stephen F. Austin. Obviously, that's who Austin is named after. Stephen F. Austin's leadership in bringing American settlers to Texas and his role in early governance earned him the title Father of Texas, laying the groundwork for Texan independence. This is the guy, Stephen F. Austin. All right, let's switch gears a little bit. A key figure in American Western movement. He was a prominent Lakota Sioux leader. He led his people in resisting U.S. government policies. Who knows who this is? Prominent Lakota Sioux leader. He played a significant role in a major Native American victory. His forces defeated General Custer at a famous battle. He was a key figure in the Battle of the Little Bighorn. This is not Geronimo. Geronimo was down more in the Southwest. He was like an Apache or something. Geronimo was like a guerrilla warfare guy. This was a leader of the Sioux Lakota. And he beat General Custer. Who remembers who this is? This is save the Boone answer. This is Sitting Bull. Sitting Bull's leadership during the Battle of Little Bighorn and his resistance to U.S. policies made him a symbol of a Native American resistance to westward expansion. That's right. Now, keeping in that vein, this guy was a warrior from the Oglala Lakota tribe. Oglala. He led a number of successful military campaigns against U.S. forces. Who remembers another one of these great Native American leaders? This guy played a central role in defending Native American lands. He was instrumental in a major defeat of U.S. forces in Montana. So he was also one of the leaders in the Battle of Little Bighorn. So this wasn't the big chief, Sitting Bull, but this is the guy that is kind of the hero. He's the guy that they're carving out of stone right now. Squatting Bull was the last one. Hey, Ramus, what's up tonight? Good to see you. Good to see everybody. And this is who are they carving out of rock right now? Crazy Horse, of course. Crazy Horse, his fierce resistance and leadership during the Battle of Little Bighorn solidified his legacy as one of the greatest Native American war leaders. Crazy Horse. And our last Native American going up to the Northwest. He was a leader of the Nez Perce tribe. Nez Perce. He led his people on a long journey toward Canada to avoid capture. So anybody remember the leader of Nez Perce? And he did lead, kind of running away. The tribe ran all the way to Canada to avoid the cavalry. His tribe was known for their excellent horse riding skills. His surrender speech became famous for its heartfelt words. This guy did a famous speech. He famously declared, "I will fight no more forever." I will fight no more forever. Who knows who this is? Nez Perce, "I will fight no more forever." Famous speech. Learn something every day on Quick Bite History Live. This is Chief Joseph Chief Joseph's leadership and his eloquent advocacy for Native American rights earned him a lasting recognition as a peaceful and courageous leader. Now, if Jan will recover his previous answer, this guy was a religious leader. He led a large group of settlers westward after persecution. He established a settlement in the desert. Who recognizes this guy? The robots have hit this one dead on. He founded what is now a major U.S. city. Close. So this is the Joseph Smith disciple, essentially, or became the leader. Yes, he was the second leader of the Mormon Church and founded Salt Lake City. So after Joseph Smith, then there was this guy. Famous university. Brigham Young's leadership of the Mormon pioneers and founding of Salt Lake City made him one of the most significant figures in the westward expansion of religious communities. Next up, this gentleman was a military officer and explorer. Who knows? He mapped much of the western United States. This guy mapped. He played a key role in California's path to statehood. I lived in Sonoma, California for a little while, and this was a key guy in Sonoma. He was the first presidential candidate for a new political party. He had a nickname. He was known as the Pathfinder. Hey there, what's up? Ewan. Good to see ya. Who knows who this is? Famous California guy. Got cities named after him, all kinds of things. This was a big guy. This is John C. Fremont. Fremont's exploration and maps of the American West were instrumental in guiding settlers, and he played a key role in California's admission to the Union. All right, next up in our heroes of the western expansion of the United States, he was a frontiersman and a scout. He worked as a guide for John C. Fremont. There's the connection. He played a key role in military campaigns against Native Americans. Wild Bill is close, actually, related to Wild Bill. It's not Wild Bill, but that's close. This guy became a folk hero in the American West. He was a famous scout, trapper, and guide in the West. Related to Wild Bill Hickok. No, hey, it's me again, and it's still me too. But that's wrong. It's not Bill Jackson. Who knows who this is? Going once, going twice. Sold to Mr. Kit Carson. Kit Carson's legendary exploits as a scout, trapper, and soldier made him a key figure in the exploration and settlement of the American West. Kit Carson. There he is. Kit. Yeah, Clint Eastwood. Could be. Could have been. All right, you'll know this name. He was a frontiersman and a hunter. He played a key role in the settlement of Kentucky. That should be the key clue. Everybody should get this one now. You can split your time between the Dodger game and quick bite history. It's not a problem. You're not going to be as quick on the answers, but he created a trail through the Appalachian Mountains. He wore a coonskin cap, according to legend. He is not shown with the coonskin cap here. However, who knows who this is? George Washington. George Washington. No, it's not correct. He blazed the wilderness road through the Cumberland Gap. Oh, Davy Crockett was the other guy. We had Davy Crockett earlier. You missed Davy Crockett, Rhombus. So go back. If you rewatch the entire show on replay, this is Daniel Boone. His exploration and settlement of Kentucky and his leadership in pioneering trails through the Appalachian Mountains opened the way for Western migration. Daniel Boone. This next one's a little harder. I didn't actually know this until I created this educational game. This guy was an explorer and soldier. He led an expedition to find the source of the Mississippi River. So if you were to Google that real quick, you'd probably get it. A famous Colorado mountain is named after him. Who can think of a famous Colorado mountain who has a guy's name on it? This is this guy. He was captured by Spanish forces during his explorations. Oops. Who knows who this is? Famous Colorado mountain is named after him. No, it's not Rocky. That's incorrect. This is, well, actually, the mountain's name is Pikes Peak. Pikes Peak. Nobody knows his first name, I'll bet you. If anybody can get his first name, Mr. Pike, what's Pike's first name? Zebulon, or I guess we could go by Zeb. His explorations of southern and western U.S., especially his discovery of Pikes Peak, contributed to the mapping and understanding of the American frontier. Zebulon Pike. Next up, you'll know this one. He was a military officer. He fought in the American Civil War and was promoted quickly. He led a cavalry unit in the Indian Wars. What's going on? Stumpsy 2, not just 1. This picture should be pretty obvious. Who knows this picture? He was killed at the Battle of the Little Bighorn. Who knows who this is? Not Robert Lee, not Grant. You guys needed to stay in for history. Did you guys skipped out on that class, didn't you? Well, you will learn it here on Quick Bite History Live. This is George Armstrong Custer. General Custer, his ill-fated leadership during the Battle of the Little Bighorn became a symbol for the U.S. Army's conflict with Native American tribes during the Western expansion. This is Custer. Okay, we only got a couple more in this category. Hang in there. Now, this one's very obscure, but it's interesting. They were missionaries. They traveled to the Pacific Northwest to spread Christianity among the Indian tribes. They were killed by Native American group. Didn't like their preaching, I guess. Didn't care for it at all. And they were two of the pioneers of the Oregon Trail. If any of you have played that game, these were the pioneers of it, and they were missionaries. Anybody know? Anybody know this little tidbit of history? First name, last name, either one of them. They were killed by the Indians in 1847. Sonny and Cher is a good guess. They look a little bit like Sonny and Cher, but that's incorrect. This is Marcus and Narcissa. Now, if the woman's name is Narcissa, that doesn't sound good. Marcus and Narcissa Whitman. They were among the first missionaries to travel the Oregon Trail, and their tragic deaths in the Whitman Massacre highlighted tensions between settlers and Native Americans. Yeah, no kidding. That would definitely highlight tensions. Last one in the category. He was a Swiss immigrant. He founded a settlement in California. His property became the site of a major historical event. Who knows what it is? You can get it. Who knows? He was involved in agriculture and trade, but what was discovered on his property? Who knows who this is? Stuart's got a slow internet. Thanks for he's got the Custer answer though. We're on 2 more past Custer. So hang in there. Gold is correct. John Sutter. John Sutter's land became the epicenter of the California Gold Rush, which transformed the American West and led to the rapid settlement of California. John Sutter, 1803 to 1880. All right, well, so be truthful. How did you guys do on that category? Did you do okay? So I don't know that the next one's easier or harder. We're going to actually go back in time a little bit. Let me go ahead and fire up those robots. And we're going to go back to the earlier explorers of North America. Now, before there were any Europeans in North America, obviously there were Native Americans, but the Europeans started coming, and these are the explorers who discovered the North America. This gentleman sought a new route to the Indies, but found something else. His voyages were sponsored by Spain. This is Explorers of North America. Robots paint, you guess. I give some clues. He made 4 voyages to the New World. Yay, we've got the right answer on the board. Leave it to I Shih Tzu Not. And others. Everybody's got this one. He is credited with discovering the Americas in 1492, way back in 1492. Yes, indeed, Christopher Columbus. His expeditions opened up the Americas to European exploration and colonization, forever changing the course of world history. That sounds important. What do you think? The robots get this one? Kind of a subdued picture of Columbus in this case, don't you think? Yeah, Christopher Columbus. What was his other name? Didn't he have another name? Cristobal. Something. Who can name his boats? Nina Pinta Santa Maria. Okay, next up. Second famous explorer of North America. He was an Italian navigator, but sailing for England. He sought a northwest passage to Asia. He was a little off course. He did explore the coast of Canada. His voyages helped lay England's claim to North America. He is the one who discovered Newfoundland, of course, way after Leif Erikson or Eric the Red did. But anyway, point taken. Who knows who this is? This is a guy from England. 1450 to 1499. Just right after Columbus. right then. This is John Cabot. Learn something every day on Quick Bite History. John Cabot's expeditions were some of the earliest English explorations of North America, contributing to the eventual establishment of British colonies in the New World. John Cabot. Didn't know that, did you? You guys didn't know that. Save some of those answers. Those other answers are going to come up. Okay, number 3. He was a Spanish conquistador. He explored the southeastern North America. He searched for gold and riches, those Spanish. He was the first European to cross the Mississippi River. So there's the key clue. Who was the first Spanish conquistador to cross the Mississippi River? His expedition covered much of current southern U.S. So where I'm at, this is the guy that explored the southern U.S. Bet you didn't know. Who knows who this is? Not Cortez, not Coronado, not Columbus, obviously. This is a gentleman named Hernando de Soto. Remember that. Hernando de Soto's expeditions mapped much of the southeastern United States and were among the first to document encounters with Native American civilizations, the big mound builders. Yeah, how about that? Not Cortez. Cortez is a reasonable answer. He's a conquistador. But this was Hernando de Soto. Number 4. It's time for number 4. Kind of a pudgy guy, wasn't he? De Soto. This gentleman was a French navigator. He explored the St. Lawrence River. So moving back up north again. His voyages laid the foundation for French claims to North America. So, who was it that was the English guy? Cabot was the English guy. And this is the French guy. He was also searching for a Northwest Passage. And he's the one who named Canada. Canada. Can you say Canada in a French accent? Not me. Not Magellan. Who knows who this is? Going once, going twice. He's named after a watch, or the watch might have been named after him, or the jewelry company might have been named after him. This indeed is Jacques Cartier. Jacques Cartier, his explorations of the St. Lawrence River, paved the way for French colonization of Canada and introduced the name Canada to the world. Cartier. Learn something every day on Quick Bite History Live. There you go. Very good. You got it. Okay, number 5. Let's stay in the same region. He is often called the father of New France, which I guess is also Canada, or Quebec. He established a famous settlement in North America. He's actually kind of recognizable, too. He founded a city in 1608 that still stands today. He explored large parts of modern-day Canada. He indeed is the founder of Quebec. There you go. We have the correct answer. I shit you not. Yes, indeed. This is Mr. Samuel de Champlain. Champlain founded Quebec in 1608, establishing one of the first permanent European settlements in North America, and his explorations helped solidify French control over that region. Champlain, there he is. Lake Champlain, of course. Okay, remember we're doing famous explorers of North America way back in the day. This gentleman was an English navigator. He explored both for England and Dutch. He flew 2 flags. He was hedging his bets, right? He searched for a Northwest Passage to Asia as well. These guys thought they could get to Asia through Canada. Good luck. Who knows this one? His name is associated with a famous river and a bay in North America. Okay, think of a famous river and a famous bay. Who knows? Going once. Nobody knows this one, huh? Going twice. This is Henry Hudson. Hudson Bay, Hudson River, yeah. Henry Hudson's exploration of what is now Hudson River and Hudson Bay contributed to the Dutch and English claims to North America, although his fate remains a mystery after a mutiny. Uh-oh, mutiny. That was bad. Next up, this gentleman was a soldier, explorer, and author. And he helped establish the first English settlement in North America. So this is a key guy on that first settlement. What was that, Jamestown? Is that right? He played a major role in the survival of Jamestown. I should have read my next clue. He had a famous encounter with a Native American princess. I bet he did. A famous encounter. This is the rascal. He is associated with settlement of Jamestown and Pocahontas. And just as we speak, my power just came back on for the first time in 9 days. Thank you, Blue Ridge Co-op. We have power again after the hurricane. Yay! Yes, the robots are cheering us. We have power, but we're staying on the battery for our live shot. But thank goodness we do have power again. Yes, that was John Smith, incidentally. John Smith's leadership and diplomacy of North American tribes. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Next up. Now, I've seen this answer on the board earlier. He was a Spanish conquistador. Another Spanish conquistador. There's my Roomba turning on. That's good. You might hear lots of noises as things power up. He led an expedition that caused the fall of a major North American empire. Yes, he did. He allied with indigenous groups to overthrow a powerful ruler. And if you watch some of my other videos, you'd know all about this. The fall of the Aztecs. He captured the capital of a vast empire. He is known for the conquest of the Aztec Empire. And I do see the correct answer. Rhombus has it. That is correct. This is Hernan Cortez. Cortes. Hernan Cortez. His conquest of the Aztec Empire brought vast wealth and land to Spain, but at a cost of widespread destruction of the indigenous population and culture. So, bummer. So, I've seen this answer like 5 times already tonight, so hang on to that. He was a Spanish explorer and conquistador. He searched for mythical cities of gold. This is the guy who searched for the mythical cities. He led an expedition across much of the American Southwest. He was one of the first Europeans to explore the Grand Canyon. There you go. That's correct. I should see not. That is the correct answer. famous city and bridge. Nice beach in San Diego, California. He explored what is now the southwestern United States in search of the 7 cities of gold. This is Francisco Vasquez de Coronado. What a name. His exploration of the American Southwest provided valuable information about the region, though he never did find those fabled cities of gold. Bummer. Coronado. There you go. Stuart's got that slow internet connection. Keep those answers coming though, Stuart. You're getting them. Okay, we're on to number 10, halfway home. This gentleman was a Norse explorer. He was the son of another famous Viking leader. This guy was all the way back in 970 AD. His settlement was called Vinland. Yes, you have it, Rhombus. Rhombus is correct. He is credited as the first European to set foot in North America. Leif Erikson's voyage to Vinland, modern-day Newfoundland, around 1000 AD, marked the first known European exploration of North America nearly 500 years before Columbus. Leif Erikson. There he is. Anyway, we're kind of looking around the house right now, checking out our new power, our recovered power. Everything's coming back on. I even feel a little AC, which is nice for the first time in 9 days. It's good. Next up. I think I've seen this answer on the board tonight. He was an Italian explorer and cartographer. 1454 to 1512, if you're looking for the dates. He explored the coast of South America. This is the South America guy. His letters describe the New World as a separate continent. He was correct. Yeah, Amerigo. You got it. Who knows his last name? His letters describe the New World as a separate continent. Oh, I told you that already. A German mapmaker honored him by naming a continent after him. Oh, that's America. America is named after him. There you go. Yeah, Vespucci. Yes, indeed. This is Amerigo Vespucci. His recognition that the lands discovered by Columbus were part of a new continent, not Asia. He's the one who figured that out. And it led to the naming of America in his honor. Amerigo Vespucci. Yes, indeed. We're all the way up to number 12. This gentleman was a Spanish explorer and another conquistador. He was the first European to explore Florida. There's your key clue. He searched for the mythical Fountain of Youth. This is the Fountain of Youth guy. Who knows who that was? He served as the governor of Puerto Rico. That must have been later, huh? He is associated with the discovery of Florida. Who remembers the name of this gentleman? This is Spanish explorer, conquistador. Not Espinosa, not Balboa. No siree. But this guy's name is well known for the Fountain of Youth. There you go. A Shih Tzu, not Ponce de Leon. Ponce de Leon. His explorations led to the discovery of Florida and the expansion of the Spanish territories in the New World. Though his search for the Fountain of Youth remains legendary only. Bummer. There is no fountain of youth. Unless you count Quick Bite History Live. Here we go. Next up. He was an English explorer and an aristocrat. Aristocrat. He sponsored expeditions to the New World. He is associated with the failed Roanoke colony. If any of you have seen my videos on the mystery of the Roanoke colony. He introduced tobacco and potatoes to Europe. They didn't know about those till we brought them over. Interesting. This guy was a favorite of Queen Elizabeth I. You kind of tell by that curly neck thing he's wearing, huh? What is that? Right? Who is this? Who knows? There you go, Stuart. That is correct. A North Carolina guy. This is Sir Walter Raleigh. Sir Walter Raleigh's sponsorship of expeditions to the New World, including the ill-fated Roanoke colony, laid the groundwork for the future of English colonization efforts. So, since we're talking about English guys, let's do another English guy. This gentleman was an English sea captain and privateer. That's probably enough right there. That's enough of a clue. You should be able to get this one now. It's called a ruff, huh? Yeah, this guy's got a ruff as well. But I don't know why he was wearing a ruff when he was a sea captain. This guy circumnavigated the globe. He raided Spanish settlements in Americas. Who knows? Who's the English sea captain? He was a key figure in the defeat of the Spanish Armada. You recall that? I think there's a weather incident involved in that as well. He was the first Englishman to sail all the way around the world. Not Cook. Before Cook. Cook was later. This guy was the first one. It's really weird. When I tried to do a ChatGPT picture on this guy, he's blocked. He's canceled. This is Sir Francis Drake. His circumnavigation of the globe and his successful raids on Spanish possessions made him a national hero. Queen Elizabeth loved him, and he was a key player in the rise to naval supremacy of England. There you go. Well, we're already halfway through the next guy. This guy was also British, a general, and a philanthropist. He founded a colony as a refuge for debtors. How about that? You owed some money over in England? Come over to the United States. Stay at this new guy's place. His colony served as a buffer between English and Spanish territories. The colony was known for its strict rules on slavery and alcohol. Who knows who this one is? This guy's important. British general and philanthropist. He founded a colony. He founded the colony of Georgia. This is the founder of Georgia. Who knows that one? Yeah, I shit do not. James Oglethorpe's founding of Georgia provided a fresh start for English debtors and served as a buffer between Spanish Florida and English colonies. There you go. Learn something every day on Quick Bite History Live. Speaking of founders of colonies, this gentleman was an English Quaker and advocated for religious freedom. He founded a colony based on Quaker principles. I bet you know this one. His colony welcomed people of all faiths. He established a city that became one of the largest in colonial America. I think you guys should know this one already, but I'll give you the key clue. He founded the colony of Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. The oatmeal guy. This is the oatmeal guy, but he also has a name that you really should know. Who founded Pennsylvania? Named after him. This is William Penn. William Penn. William Penn's establishment of Pennsylvania as a colony of religious tolerance and self-governance set a precedent for democratic ideals in the New World. Yes. You had a faster internet, we would have taken that answer. Good job. You had it. Okay, number 17. We're getting close to the end of this category. He was a lawyer and Puritan leader. He was involved in the founding of a major colony, but it's not named after him. He served as the governor of the colony multiple times. He famously called his colony a city upon a hill. He was the first governor of the Massachusetts Bay Colony, which is what they called it originally. I didn't know that. Makes sense, right? Who was the first governor of the Massachusetts Bay Colony? Who knows this one? Anybody? I actually didn't know this one until I did this research. This is who? Who is this? Going once, going twice. Sold to Mr. John Winthrop. John Winthrop's leadership in founding of the Massachusetts Bay Colony and his vision of a city upon a hill influenced the religious and social development of all of New England. 3 more. This gentleman was an Italian explorer sailing for France. Now that's confusing as hell. He explored the east coast of North America. This is way back, 1485 to 1528, so way before Jamestown, all that stuff. He was searching for a northwest passage to Asia as well. He didn't find it. A famous New York bridge is named after this gentleman. He was the first European to explore New York Harbor, so connection to New York. Anybody know? Not Balboa. Italian explorer, East Coast. New York Bridge is named after this guy. Who knows some New York bridges? Anybody know? Going once, going twice. We'll sell it out to a gentleman named Giovani De Verzano. Giovani De Verzano. His exploration of eastern coast of North America, including New York Harbor, laid the foundation for future French and European expeditions to the region. 2 more. Now, I've been seeing this answer all night long. This gentleman was a Spanish explorer and conquistador. You can tell by the hat. He founded the first permanent European settlement on the mainland of the Americas. He crossed a mountainous isthmus to reach a new ocean. He claimed the whole Pacific Ocean for Spain. Now, I should have not had the answer before the robot started painting. So I'm not sure about that one. How did you do that? He was the first European to see the Pacific Ocean from the Americas. Who did that? Who discovered the Pacific Ocean by walking across the mountains in, I think it was Panama? Balboa! Vasco Nunes de Balboa. He discovered the Pacific Ocean. There you go. All right. We've made it to the last one in the category. Not an easy one. Not an easy one at all. This guy has an extremely complex name because he's French. He was a French explorer and fur trader. He sought to establish a French colonial empire along a major North American river. His expeditions took him from the Great Lakes to the Gulf of Mexico. This is the guy who sailed down the Mississippi River. He claimed vast regions for France. Oh, this was that whole deal that Thomas Jefferson did later to buy it from France, right? The Louisiana Purchase. Anyway, this is before all that. Naming the territory after his king. He is known for claiming the Mississippi River Basin for France and naming it Louisiana. Who knows who this is? This is not Jean-Luc. Jean-Luc went further. This, I'm going to be challenged by this name. He goes by a shorter name, but I'm going to try to do the whole one. René Robert Cavalier Sieur de La Salle. Okay, La Salle. La Salle is the operative. La Salle. All right. Well, how'd you guys do? Did you do okay? Not too bad? All right. So I'm going to start a bonus round. Hopefully you guys stick around. We'll get the bonus round going in just a second. How'd you guys do on that? Anybody get like 80%? 75%? 50%? 25%? To get one. All right, this is world's wealthiest people. And then that'll be followed real quickly by some Hollywood starlets. So we'll do 10 of each, okay? A little bit more of a lightning round. This gentleman was born in South Africa and later moved to Canada and the United States. He co-founded an online bank that later became PayPal. He is the CEO of an electric car company and a private space exploration firm. And he is Dark MAGA. Dark MAGA. Correct. This is Dark MAGA. His companies include Tesla and SpaceX. Yes, indeed. I don't know if the robots did a great job on this painting, though. It doesn't look like him to me. Yes, indeed, this is Mr. Elon Musk. Elon Musk is known for his revolutionary contributions to electric vehicles and to space travel. There he is. We'll let the robots finish out the painting. Anybody see him at the Trump rally? He was leaping in the air. Yes, he was. Again, we're doing richest men right now, our richest people. Next up, he founded his company in a garage in Seattle in 1994. Pretty recent. His company started as an online bookstore. Who knows? He flew to space on a rocket built by his private space company. Yeah, you guys know this. He is the founder of Amazon. Yes, yes, yes. I think everybody knows this. Is Mr. Jeff Bezos. Bezos is credited with Amazon. Yes, he did. These are going to be pretty easy after that last round, right? Am I right? Dr. Evil is another name. And yes, we will take alternative names for each of these rich people. That's it. Totally acceptable. Jeff Bezos. He was number 2. I don't know when the robots figured out how much money these guys have. But. Number 3. This gentleman started his career by using his father's construction business fortune. And it's not Donald Trump. He bought a struggling luxury brand and turned it into a global empire. Everybody know who this is? It's a European dude, so it might be a little harder. His company owns brands like Louis Vuitton, Christian Dior, and Sephora. Okay, who here has had to wait outside of a Sephora for more than half an hour? I have. Who else? Who's had to wait outside Sephora for an hour? This guy is the CEO of LVMH, the world's largest luxury goods company. The French dude, and his name is, anybody know? Bernard Arnault. Bernard Arnault has built a luxury goods conglomerate that includes some of the most prestigious brands in the world. All right, it looks like we're melding him. The robots are making a little error here, but that's all right. We'll give the robots some slack. They've had a long evening, but it's working. This gentleman started his company in a dorm room at Harvard. His company is the largest social network in the world. Yeah, it is the Facebook guy. He rebranded his company to focus on the metaverse. Yes, good. I like the alternate names. That's a requirement now, and we'll vote on the best alternate names. Yes, he is the co-founder and CEO of Facebook, now called Meta. And have you seen him riding the wakeboard with the American flag? I think wearing a tuxedo. Try to be cool for sure. Mark Zuckerberg is known for creating and leading Facebook and one of the most influential social media platforms. Lieutenant Data is good, yes. Lizardberg, Zuckerberg, very good. Zuckerberg, all those things. This gets a little cooler, this next one. He's not quite as nerdy as the Zuckerberg. He co-founded a search engine while pursuing a PhD at Stanford. His company became the dominant search engine globally. He stepped down as CEO twice, but remains a board member. And he is indeed one of the co-founders of Google. Now they call it Alphabet, but the Alphabet name doesn't seem to have stuck very well. I know that's kind of the overall company's alphabet, but nobody uses it, right? Anybody know who this is? I don't see the right answer up there yet. Anybody know? This is Elon's buddy. Yeah, okay, you guys got it. Everybody's got it. This is Larry Page. Larry Page played a crucial role in the development of Google, which transformed internet search. And now the evilest of the evil empires. You guys should be able to get it just from that clue. He started his company in a garage with his childhood friend. His company became the world's largest PC software company. He has focused on philanthropy and and vaccines and stuff since stepping down as CEO. That's correct. Surely we can come up with some names for this guy. I always kind of held a grudge against Gates because I was always an Apple guy from the very get-go. And they just, Windows just knocked off everything from Apple. They stole everything from Apple. It's a bummer. That's right. This is Mr. Bill Gates. He is known for founding Microsoft and his extensive philanthropic work through the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. What a catch she is, Melinda Gates. And related, this gentleman was the CEO of one of the world's largest software companies for 14 years. He bought a professional basketball team after retiring. Anybody know? He is known for his energetic and enthusiastic public speaking style. He was the CEO of Microsoft and owns the Los Angeles Clippers. No, not Cuban. I think Cuban got the idea from this guy having purchased basketball team, or maybe vice versa. Not sure. This is the next CEO after Gates of Microsoft, and he became just as rich. This is Mr. Steve Ballmer. Steve Ballmer is recognized for his leadership at Microsoft and his ownership of the LA Clippers. Steve Ballmer. Now, this is the guy that I was thinking is actually a little more cool for these various tech rich guys. This next one. So hang on, we got a cool one. Here we go. He co-founded a company known for its database software. Steve Ballmer Fluid. I like that. This gentleman has a passion for yachting, and he did win America's Cup twice. How about that? And he owns a large portion of a Hawaiian island. And if you've never been there, the island of Lanai, he owns the resorts and stuff on the island of Lanai. And it's very cool if you ever get a chance to go there. Back in the day, I went there, played some golf. It was nice. This gentleman is the co-founder and chairman of Oracle. Yeah, you got it. Oracle. This is the Oracle guy. And he owns a Hawaiian island, which is cool. And he sails America Cup yachts. Right? Yes, this is Larry Ellison. Larry Ellison is a prominent figure in the tech industry and an avid yachtsman. Larry Ellison. There you go. There he is. Now, the other half of Google. This gentleman was born in Moscow. Moscow, Russia, not Moscow, Idaho. And moved to the U.S. at a young age. He co-founded a company that revolutionized internet search. I was almost going into a South Carolina accent there. Sooner or later, give me another year, I'll have my South Carolina accent going. No doubt. This gentleman is known for his work in AI and innovative tech projects. And he is, like I said, the other co-founder of Google. Yeah, there you go. Stuart's got it. I should too. You guys. This is indeed Sergey. Sergey Brin is the co-founder of Google, and that has become a cornerstone of internet technology. I've got other names for it besides Cornerstone, but anyway, that's correct, I guess. Okay, last one in the category, last rich guy. This gentleman started investing at a very young age and filed his first tax return at the age of 14. Wow. He is known as the Oracle of Omaha. If you didn't know this, you should. There you go. Meadows got it. He runs a conglomerate that owns businesses in various industries. He is the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway. Berkshire Hathaway. Who knows? Everybody got it? Everybody know who this is? I'm not sure the robot's got that picture just right. It's when he was a little younger, maybe, huh? He's still around, right? He hasn't passed yet. No. This isn't indeed Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett is famous for his investment acumen and his long-term leadership in Berkshire Hathaway. All right, this is the category you guys have all been waiting for all night long. Next up, we're going to have glamorous Hollywood starlets. We've got 10 of them. How'd you do on the rich guys? Everybody knew all the rich guys? Yeah. Rich guys are popular. No doubt. Especially among glamorous Hollywood starlets. Oh, what's going on? We've got our little starting logo just in lock form over there. Here we go. Starlets. This lady was born as Norma Jean Mortison. She became one of the most iconic figures in Hollywood history. She was famously married to both Joe DiMaggio and Arthur Miller. Everybody know who Arthur Miller is? Famous author. She starred in classic films such as Some Like It Hot and Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. Yes, they do. And she is best known for singing Happy Birthday to President John F. Kennedy. Yeah, who's got some more movies? Marilyn Monroe movies. Robots have painted kind of a scary teeth on her. A little bit scary dental work. What do you think? Not really. I guess it's coming around. I guess you got to give it time. You got to give the robots time to finish their painting. Don't criticize a work in progress. All right? There she is. She is obviously the most famous Hollywood starlet. Marilyn Monroe was a cultural icon and a symbol of glamour whose influence extends well beyond her film career. Hey, this next one might be harder. Going back a bit in time, well, I guess the same time as Marilyn Monroe, she started her career as a big band singer in the 1940s. She is known for her wholesome girl next door image in films. Anybody know this? She starred in romantic comedies like Pillow Talk and Calamity Jane. Not Jean Harlow. She sang the famous song Que Sera Sera. Who sang the song Que Sera Sera? She had a TV show for, I don't know, a dozen years or something. I think it was in black and white. Anybody go back this far? Anybody know who this is? This is Miss Doris Day. Doris Day was a beloved actress and singer who became one of the biggest stars of the 1950s and the 1960s. There you go, Doris Day. There she is. Yeah. All right, number 3 in our Hollywood starlets. She started as a beauty queen, becoming the first runner-up in the Miss USA pageant. She made history by winning an Academy Award for Best Actress for her role in Monsters Ball. I'm not sure the robots have done her justice. Oh well. She starred as a Bond girl in Die Another Day. She also played the superhero Storm in the X-Men film series. This is Storm. Yeah, you got it. You got it. Madow's got it. This is Halle Berry. And yeah, the robots did do a very good job with Halle. And Halle's pretty hot. Come on, robot. Halle Berry is known for breaking barriers in Hollywood and is celebrated for her versatility and her acting talent. Halle Berry. Okay, we got a few more of these Hollywood starlets, then we're done for the evening. I've got my power back. I got to go around and analyze that. This gal was born in Belgium. She spent part of her childhood in the Netherlands during World War II. Doesn't sound like a good place to be. She was known for her later humanitarian work with UNICEF. She starred in classic films such as Roman Holiday and My Fair Lady. Yes, Maddow has it. She is iconic for her role as Holly Golightly in Breakfast at Tiffany's. Yeah, she's famous for the little black dress and the white pearls, right? Little black dress and white pearls. Yeah, the robots are doing kind of like abstracts to make it a little harder for you on the Hollywood starlets. So if you're waiting for like a stunning photo, it's not going to happen. Audrey Hepburn remains a fashion and cultural icon, celebrated for both her beauty and her charitable efforts. Audrey Hepburn. Okay, let's get a little more modern with this next one. She began her acting career as a teenager in the TV show The New Partridge Family. I didn't know that. Did anybody see The New Partridge Family? I saw the original. She won her first Academy Award for Best Actress for her role in a musical film. She starred in movies like Easy A and The Help. Who knows who this is? Robots are trying to throw you a curveball with their hair color here. She changes her hair color quite regularly. She played aspiring actress Mia in La La Land. If you remember the musical La La Land. Now more modern than Suzanne Summers. This is recent. Yeah, Rhombus has it. Rhombus has it. This is Emma Stone. Emma Stone is known for her versatility, her acting skills, and her engaging presence on screen. And yeah, the robots tried to fool you there, didn't they? Blonde Emma. All right, going back a bit. This gal is known for her intense and often controversial roles in Hollywood's golden age. Her famous feud with Joan Crawford was dramatized in a TV series. She starred in films such as All About Eve and Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. I like those titles. Those are good titles of movies. Who knows who this is? She is famous for her distinctive eyes, which were immortalized in a song by Kim Carnes. Yes, they were. Who knows who this is? Blank Blank Eyes by Kim Carnes. There you go. I just got it. Although you have incorrect spelling, I should not. It is spelled like Bet Davis, but it is Betty Davis. Bette Davis. Betty Davis was a trailblazer in Hollywood known for her fierce independence and exceptional acting talent. Next up, a little more modern again, made her film debut at age 12 in Leon the Professional. She graduated from Harvard University with a degree in psychology. Oh yeah, I remember this now. This is pretty abstract. The robots don't do too good with this. This actress played Padme Amidala in the Star Wars prequel trilogy. Yeah, okay, you got it. Oh, you guys got it anyway. What do you guys think the painting's okay? Maybe you guys think the painting's okay. She won an Academy Award for Best Actress for her role in Black Swan. Yes, you guys have it. It is Natalie Portman. Natalie Portman is acclaimed for her intelligence and acting prowess, seamlessly transitioning from child star to leading lady. Natalie Portman. Yeah, she's a hot K. I would say. Black Swan. That was pretty dark. You guys see that one? Ooh, you haven't seen that. Worth the watch for sure. All right, number 8. We've got 3 more to go for the evening. This is the 1950 sex symbol. She was often compared to Marilyn Monroe. She is known for her publicity stunts and risque personality. Kind of like that. Nothing bad there. She starred in films such as The Girl Can't Help It and Will Success Spoil Rock Hunter? Not Betty Page. Not Jane Harlow, but same era for sure. She was kind of the follow-up to Marilyn Monroe, I should say. She tragically died in a car accident at a very young age. So her career was cut short. Anybody know? Going once. Going twice. Sold to Miss Jane Mansfield. Jane Mansfield was a major Hollywood sex symbol whose life was marked by both fame and tragedy. Jane Mansfield. There she is. 2 more. This lady won an Academy Award for Best Actress for her role in The Country Girl. She starred in classic Hitchcock films, Rear Window, and To Catch a Thief. Who knows who this is? And she actually ended up leaving Hollywood to become royalty. That should be the key clue. There you go. You got it. You got it. She became the Princess of Monaco after marrying Prince Rainier III. That'll do it. She decided she liked to be a princess. That's right. This is Grace Kelly. Grace Kelly's transformation from Hollywood star to real-life princess captivated the world. Yes, it did. Pretty lady. And a princess. A real-life princess. All right. We're on to the last one of the evening, and this is a more modern actress. She started her career at a young age, appearing in TV shows and commercials. And here's a key clue. She gained fame as the star of a TV series called Dark Angel. I don't know about this picture either. Robots are not hitting it. Known for her roles in films like Fantastic Four and Sin City. And she co-founded a business called The Honest Company, which sells eco-friendly products. There you go. You got it. Meadow has it. Last one of the evening is Miss Jessica Alba. Jessica Alba is a successful actress and entrepreneur, balancing the Hollywood career with her business ventures. And I think I'll call it an evening with that. Thank you guys for coming out and enjoying and participating. And we'll be back on Wednesday night for sure. And sometimes we'll do Sundays like tonight. And praise, I've got power again. After 9 days. In the upstate of South Carolina, we just got power. So anyway, thanks again. Thank you guys. Take it easy. Have a good evening and a good rest of the week. And we'll say good night.